This myth is that if you drop a penny from the Empire State Building, it could kill someone on the street. Hey everyone, my name's Zane and welcome back to the Planet One Up YouTube channel. Today we're going to be checking out the top 10 myths that have been totally debunked. So let's just jump into it. Coming in at number 10, we have dogs' mouths are actually cleaner than humans.
Your dog licks your face and gives you kisses? Aw, that's gross. Dogs' mouths are in fact much dirtier than humans' mouths. Dogs are known to transmit rabies, tetanus, many other contagious diseases, and are filled with heaps of gross bacteria because they eat or lick almost anything they come in contact with, like garbage, carcasses, and even poop. Since dogs don't have hands like us, they have to use their face and mouth in the same way that humans use their hands. So it basically touches everything. Still want that kiss from a puppy?
Coming in at number 9 is the myth that you shouldn't be swimming 30 minutes after eating.
You've probably heard someone say to you that you shouldn't go swimming for 30 minutes after a meal, otherwise you could get cramps and drown. While swimming on a full stomach can be uncomfortable, and if excessive, can lead to vomiting, it's unlikely to put you at a greater risk of drowning. Digestion does redirect some of the blood from the muscles to aid in the digestive process, but the truth is, we have enough blood to keep all of our body parts functioning after a big meal.
Myth number 8 is that we actually have 5 senses.
The next time you hear someone say humans have 5 senses, you can correct them by saying we actually have at least 9. Apart from 5 empirical senses of sight, sound, touch, taste, and smell, we have at least 4 other senses that are rarely mentioned. Thermoception, the sense of temperature; equilibrioception, the sense of balance; interoception, the sense of one's own body, like if you're cold or hungry; and proprioception, the sense of space. So if you know someone who is super clumsy or falls over a lot, they might have a poor proprioception.
Myth number 7 is ostriches stick their heads in the ground when they get scared.
The myth goes that ostriches are apparently so dumb that they will bury their head in the ground to hide from predators, in a childish kind of if you can't see me then I can't see you kind of mentality. But come on guys, even ostriches can't be this dumb. If you do see an ostrich exhibiting behaviours that look like this, it's because when nesting, they dig shallow holes in the ground to use as nests for their eggs. They could also be looking for plants and roots along the ground to eat as well. In reality, if an ostrich is startled, it's likely to react in the most natural way. Run!
Myth number 6 is ducks' quacks don't echo.
Why wouldn't a duck's quack echo? What could possibly be so different about the sound a duck makes that separates it from the physical laws that apply to every other sound? And the answer is nothing. I'm sorry to say that it has been debunked by several groups, one being the scientists at the acoustics department of the University of Salford in the UK. They actually tested the quack of a duck named Daisy. The duck's quack, they found, did indeed echo under the right circumstances, such as when the duck was placed in a reverberation chamber.
We're at the halfway point, guys. Myth number 5 is that if you drop a penny from the Empire State Building, the speed of the penny can actually kill someone on the street.
This oddly specific myth implies that if you dropped a penny from the top of the Empire State Building, it would accelerate to the point that it could kill a person on the street down below. Considering that a penny weighs about 2.5 grams, and the speed that it's likely to reach in freefall would be a max of around 80 kilometers per hour, it is very unlikely to maim anyone. It might hurt like heck, but it wouldn't kill anyone. But also, maybe stop trying to throw your spare change off a 381 meter building. Jeez.
Myth number 4 is that lightning never strikes the same place twice.
It's so very, very, very dangerously wrong. When we see a lightning strike, we're witnessing the discharge of electricity that has been built up in a cloud, which is so strong that it breaks through the ionized air. This creates a lightning bolt that travels downward until it reaches the ground. It is an incredibly quick process that takes only 30 milliseconds, and right after the lightning strikes, it reverberates in quick succession. Multiple strikes can happen at the same place, even in a short period of time, such as the same thunderstorm. So the best thing you can do during a thunderstorm is to find shelter, but just not under a tree.
Okay, we're in the final 3 myths now. So this one is that humans only use 10% of their brains.
Neurologist Barry Gordon describes the myths as false. adding, we use virtually every part of the brain, and that most of the brain is active almost all the time. Multiple studies have added to the debunking of this myth, including studies of brain damage. If 10% of the brain is normally used, then damage to other areas should not impair performance. Brain scans also showed that no matter what one is doing, all brain areas are always active. Some areas are more active at any one time than others, but bearing brain damage, there is no part of the brain that is absolutely not functioning.
Myth number 2 is that toilets flush in different directions in the northern and southern hemisphere.
Made popular from The Simpsons, this myth goes that toilets will flush in a different direction in the northern hemisphere compared to the southern hemisphere. Turns out this myth is a load of, well, you get the picture. There is some science behind the origin of this myth though, and that is the Coriolis effect. This is where flow patterns are affected by the Earth's rotation. This helps explain natural phenomena like hurricanes, but a toilet flush is way too small to be affected by the Coriolis effect. The direction of the spiral in a toilet is usually a result of simple things like the toilet's design, plumbing, and the water pressure.
And our number 1 myth is wearing a face mask is bad for your health.
There are so many strange quote health facts going around saying that face masks limit oxygen intake or increase the amount of carbon dioxide you inhale. Jeez. When worn properly, yes. Face masks cover the bridge of the nose and extend to below the chin, covering your nose and mouth, but they are designed to be airflow filters, not inhibitors. The World Health Organization even says that prolonged use of surgical grade masks are fine. So breathe easy, Karen.
Well, that's the end of the video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you liked this video, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and if you want to, make sure to go and check out my channel on TikTok where I make super cool videos just like the one you just watched. So again, thank you guys so much for watching, and thanks to Planet 1UP for having me on this channel, and I'll see you next time. Bye!